Hey, what's going on YouTube? It is Outdoor Guy 365 coming at you with another great video. So I'm in a parking lot today because I'm here to film my video. So I kind of left you guys on a hanger about what happened after my Bridgestone Turanza Quiet Track 2s bit the dust at 45,000 miles. So that's why I'm here today. I'm here to tell you about the new tires I got from Costco, roughly about a year, so I now have some time on the clock for telling you how these tires perform, how they worked in the snow for me, dry performance, everything else. So without further ado, what tires did I get? So I got the Michelin Cross Climate 2s for my car, size 215 55 R17. So these are what the Michelin Cross Climate 2s look like. So they have this V-style tread pattern, and you know, they've been pretty good. I can't really complain. Nice even wear. They say, according to Michelin's website, or you know, wherever tires are sold, they say that these tires only last about 60,000 miles. Well, I think they're going to last a little bit longer than that, because there is still a lot of deep groove and tread left on these tires. If you can see that, lots and lots of meat left on these tires. Anyways, so let me tell you about these tires. So these are the tires that replaced the Michelin, or the Bridgestone Turanza Quiet Track. And here are the specs on them. So they were made in the 27th week of the year of 2024. I put them on in September of 2024. So they were sitting a little bit prior to me getting them on the car, which, all right, sure, okay, not the greatest, not happy about that, but you know what, that's okay. But this is what they look like on the outside of the tire, you know, when it gets mounted up. And the temperature rating A and the traction is B, and tread wear is 640. The higher the tread wear number, the more miles it's going to last. So 640. I typically like to extend the tread wear number, and I like to add 3 zeros to that to get an estimated mileage rating roughly. It's a good give or take. So 640, I would estimate it to last 60 to 65,000 miles. Traction, I think they're a little off on the traction. This traction on these tires, very, very good. I can't really complain about the traction. They're mud and snow rated. They do have the Alpine snow rating, so that's why I'm a little confused on the traction rating that they put on them. So max payload you can put on each tire, 1,477 pounds. Max pressure you can inflate the tires to, 51 psi. I like to run my tires at around 40 psi just to make sure my fuel economy in my Toyota hybrid gets the best fuel economy possible, because hey, I don't want to spend extra money doing stuff, you know, especially like filling up with gas. Things are expensive enough as they are. So the tread design on these is pretty cool. You can see they have little grooves on each one of these treads. So this helps the tire basically, when there's snow and ice on the ground, it helps the tire basically bite into the edge of the snow and kind of just grab and pull down. They also have the little skinny grooves in between each of the treads. This also helps traction, and the V-shaped pattern in the middle of the tire, that helps with shooting the water up, out, and away. And then you have your typical edges here that you'd normally see on a radial style tire, and the middle here would be more so of a typical radial pattern, but this just helps with cornering and things like that. Yeah, maybe they're getting chewed up on the edges a little bit, so I think I might need to get an alignment just to make sure. But I've had these tires, like I said, a little over a year now, and I really can't complain about them. They're very good. My car got towed away during a snow event and put into a tow yard. Well, ended up having about 11.5 inches of snow. Car was sitting down on the pavement, and I had to try to get my car out of there. And I said to the tow yard, I said, "Can you help move the snow in front of the car?" They were like, "Nah." And I was like, "All right, cool." So I decided to give it a chance and just kind of see what these tires could do. So all of a sudden I was just kind of like, all right, let's go for it. These things went right through the 11.5 inches of snow like it wasn't there. I was able to go 35 during a snowstorm, no problem. Roads were not super plowed, didn't lose hardly any grip, was able to drive normally like I normally do if the ground was dry or whatever the case may be. So, I mean, if you're looking for a new tire, this might be a good tire for you, especially if you're driving in winter-like conditions for a good part of the year, and if you need some, additional traction in comparison to a standard radial that you might use. So you can only rotate these tires from front to back to front. You can't cross them because of the direction. They're directional tires, so that's the only drawback that you have to these. But other than that, I haven't really noticed anything that I could complain about on these. Tread wear looks pretty even, right? I mean, nothing out of the ordinary that I can really see, except for, like I said, I think I need an alignment because there's a little bit of grooving going on here along the outsides. Been a solid tire so far. Dry traction, great. They get a little less great fuel economy. I was getting about 38.5 with the Bridgestone Turanza Quiet Tracks that I had on here. Cross Climate 2s, I'm getting about 36.5, so there's about a 2 mile per gallon difference. I think just because the more aggressive tread, also in rain, these grip really well too. Haven't had any problems hydroplaning or anything like that. So I think if you're looking for a solid tire, this is a great choice. Plus Michelin's are right now and throughout the year, they'll do $60 to $80 off a set, plus free installation, plus free lifetime rotation and balancing at Costco if you're a member there, or probably Sam's Club as well, maybe BJ's Wholesale too. So definitely worth checking out. So again, Michelin Cross Climate 2, you should definitely check out the tires if you haven't already done so. So that's going to be all for now, YouTube. So we'll talk to you later. This has been Outdoor Guy 365 with another great video for you. Talk to you later, YouTube. Bye-bye.